Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor of the University of Johannesburg welcomes you to this graduation ceremony. Due to security reasons, you are requested not to leave the auditorium before the end of the proceedings. Please note that photos and videos must be taken from your seats. Please do not get up and walk around inside the auditorium. As soon as the procession leaves the auditorium, you are requested to rise and remain standing until the procession and guests of honour have left the auditorium. A kind yet important request. Please only applaud after the student's name has been read out, and only applaud until the student has been capped, in order to give other graduates the opportunity to have an audible readout of their names. Please also note that no whistles are allowed for applause, only clapping of hands and ululating. A final request. If you have a cell phone in your possession, please switch it off or put it on silent. Ladies and gentlemen, the procession will now enter the auditorium. You are requested to rise and remain standing until the members of the procession have taken their seats.
Gaudiamus igitur, Jovenestum sumus. Gaudiamus igitur, Jovenestum sumus. Pos secundam juventutem, pos molestam senectutem, nos habebitumus, nos habebitumus. Vivat Academia, vivan professores, vivat Academia, vivan professores, vivat membrum quælibet, vivat membrum quælibet, semper sint in flore, semper sint in flore.
Good afternoon, everyone. I heard somebody wanted to applaud. There'll be time to applaud, I promise you. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now constitute this meeting as a lawful congregation of the University of Johannesburg. Please be seated.
Supai supila masupatila, homuritila ditilela. Yaba supai supila masupatila, nyadi safela karibusa, nyadi safela karibusa tamurao. Nyadi safela karibusa, nyadi safela karibusa tamurao. Halala, 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 halala. Homu, 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 homu na karibu setamurao. Homu, 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 homu na karibu setamurao. Halala, 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 halala.
Chancellor, Executive Dean Professor Mandidwa Mashinini of the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment, members of Senate and academics, graduates, and you, our honored guests today. On behalf of the Council, the Executive Leadership Group, and the staff of the University of Johannesburg, I welcome all our graduates and guests to this graduation ceremony. Today is a momentous occasion for you and your loved ones. Graduations symbolize both endings and beginnings, reminding us of our past and our dreams for the future. Graduates, your achievement is worthy of celebration, regardless of where you are or what the future holds for you. Our Chancellor, Dr. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka, has on various occasions reflected on the transformative power of education in creating opportunities, in advancing gender equality, and furthering societal development. In the context of our nation, your accomplishment carries considerable weight, and the nation awaits your contribution. Many of you are first-generation graduates, making this achievement even more significant. Your graduation represents the dreams of many, including those who supported you. It symbolizes hope for a new generation. In the same vein, your family awaits your contribution. The University of Johannesburg, established in 2005 as part of the post-apartheid transformation of South Africa's higher education landscape, has rapidly emerged as a beacon of academic excellence and innovation. In just 2 decades, our university has achieved remarkable milestones, including securing prominent positions in global rankings, a testament to its commitment to quality education and research. With an unwavering focus on shaping a better future, UJ has adopted its Strategic Plan 2035, which emphasizes societal impact and the integration of technologies of the future. This visionary approach underscores the university's dedication to driving sustainable development and equipping graduates to thrive in a rapidly evolving world. Amid today's celebrations, remember that you are among the fortunate few to have this opportunity. Your graduation carries the promise that you will share your knowledge to enrich and deepen our democracy. It serves as a reminder of our nation's shortcomings and provides us with the tools to address these shortcomings for the betterment of society. Our university has been leading in the field of digital transformation. UJ was the first South African university to award certificates secured by blockchain technology. Graduates, you also have access to our digital certificate system, where you can download your digital certificate free of charge. The system further gives you access to a personalized digital badge, which you can place on LinkedIn to securely showcase your achievement. We also welcome you as a new member of our global alumni community. On the Alumni Connect platform, you can connect with other graduates, view employment offerings, and connect with possible mentors. In closing, as the African proverb goes, wealth, if you use it, comes to an end. Learning, if you use it, increases. Congratulations on this significant achievement. We look forward to cheering you along as you explore new paths and vistas. I thank you. Ke a leboga. Baya dankie. Ngiyabonga. Chancellor, I now have the honor of introducing the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. The Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment is home to over 10,000 students and contributes to 20,000 of the UJ students. This is also the largest contact Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment in the country. On average, the faculty graduates over 3,000 students annually. The faculty is one of the 8 faculties and colleges of the University of Johannesburg, whose vision is to be a top international university of choice anchored in Africa and the global south, and dynamically shaping a sustainable future. We celebrate the University of Johannesburg 20th anniversary this year, noting that since inception, UJ has been consistently climbing all rankings, reflecting the continuous improvement that is inculcated in the institution's DNA. UJ has been ranked in the top 5 of universities in South Africa in local and international rankings. The Faculty of Engineering is ranked in the top 3 of the universities. The mission of the faculty is to produce highly qualified engineers, technologists, quantity surveyors, and operational managers. We have 12 departments and 5 schools in the faculty. The UJ strategic theme of technology for the future finds expression in the faculty. Annually, our curriculum is updated to take into cognizance of changes that are taking place in the society. Over 600 students' projects done last year were in the area of artificial intelligence and societal impact. All our programs are accredited by 5 external professional bodies, including the Engineering Council of South Africa. This means a UJ qualification meets local and international qualification standard. A UJ qualified engineer is recognized as an engineer globally. The faculty has demonstrated the relevance of its education, and several projects were undertaken by the faculty for societal impact. We are aware of the 40-40-40 concept in South Africa, where most of our people live in 40 square meter houses, live in places that are 40 kilometers from their work, and spend 40% of their income on transport costs. We believe that we can implement solutions to challenge this problem. For example, 2 years ago, we launched 3D printing of RDP houses. We are now working on converting petrol vehicles to electric-powered vehicles. We are anchored in this continent and the country. Last year, we launched a virtual mine in Doornfontein campus. This enables us to teach our students about mining without being in an actual mine. As mining saying goes, whatever is not grown is mined. Mining will continue to be an important part of growing the economy. We continue to believe in a vision of making an impact to the society and using teaching and research to achieve this goal. We believe the faculty has demonstrated its commitment. Today, we wish to congratulate our graduates. We know there was a lot of hard work, cross-nighting, consumption of caffeine. You have made it, and congratulations. I thank you. Ke a leboha, ngiyabonga, bayadane. Chancellor,
I now introduce you to the candidates who complied with all the requirements for the respective qualifications in order for you to confer or award such qualifications.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I will now confer and award the respective qualifications on the candidates introduced to me by the Executive Dean and to the candidates who are absent but who have complied with all the requirements for the qualifications.
Chancellor, I present the following candidates who are awarded the diploma. Matimba Kamela. Samkelo Stanley Jr. Malenga. Dineo Matipa. Katleho Adelaide Matsuba. Makosa Sana Mimu. Josea Khotato Moreo. Ntiso Joy Jack Nkosi. No, thank you. Nobuhle Alicia Nonkonyane. Shama Mabiala Nzita. Chancellor, I present the following candidates who are awarded advanced diploma. Tumelo Paulina Lehong. Tabo Brian Machete. Luando Mazzellini. Namhla Muyenjo. Katleho Mullo. Jessica Kamota Mupatai. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Engineering Technology on the following candidates. Bongani Khoza. Liahluma Madaza. Tsililo Pindulo Mafune. Serabele Mahlaku. Ishmael Mungani Maloma. Ishan Mangera. Kumo Lisibana Mataba. Nhlangiso Matebula. Kaelitu Matakala. Somaya Mayet. Sauleka Joe Menele. Tumelo Moreku. Njabulo Siphumelelo Nkosi. Kaya Nokilana. Elric Kisha Patrick. Khale Mugwe Cherin Petulutuna. Ezekiel Colin Sibia. And Ane Sushe Blessed Shongarai. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Engineering on the following candidates. Babvumile Bosela. Matthias Junior Fukisi. Kaya Khero Makatong. Sinkomo Pales Mamba. Mandla Lucky Msibi. Nomvula Tembi Nhlapo. Knowledge Makaita Nyado. Tozamile Rala. Khala. Yeah. Johannes Sibanyoni. Chancellor, I present the following candidates who are awarded the postgraduate diploma. Ayanda Snenhlanhla Kubega, with the distinctions. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Engineering Technology Honors on the following candidates. Leago Jacob Maroja. Rosen Matsapane. Tobelani Mavundla. Innocent Fana Ndlovu. Philistina Tila Vukela. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Bachelor of Urban and Regional Planning Honors. Ubakeng William Motwa. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Masters on the following candidate. Nobuhle Noncebo Neliswa Cele. Palesa Princess Kekan. Spelele Kanyile. Bongani Sylvester Khoza. Muraba Caroline Lebepe. With the distinctions. Masande Zintle Lushaba. Ndiene Manugu. Fariso Manyaze. Takunda Mako. Mpo Mashego with distinctions. Reclametsi Rose Masilo. Boke Elliot Mataha. Maite Luisa Matipa. Nkosiembo Ndumiseni Good Luck Mkize. Webster Mtulisi Ngube. Sfiso Mgomezulu. Eric Mabuke Mosatula with the distinction. Tukelo Kamuhelo Molefe. Nompumelelo Petunia Nzobe. Vuyeletu Ndoda. Timilieni Tumisan Olakun. Mahonat Mahomet Akot Osman. Refile Julieta Peha. Precious Palesa Chiane. Stembile Leti Zondi. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Master of Engineering on the following candidates. Oluwasein Paul Adu. Oluwasein Paul Adu with the distinction. Ntombizanele Elena Pila. Anishia Diengwani Dipale with the distinction. Edward Jabulani Dlamini with distinction. Ronald Hayapeshat with distinction. Calvinia Kialeboha Khatwe. Abdul Razik Kharti with the distinction. Kanyisani Mhlangano Makanya with distinction. Mpumelelo Jessica Maseko. Lebogang Anita Mashabela. Nico Habal Masongani with the distinction. Nyasha Paymo Maswi with distinction. Basambilu Ethel Nimabandu with distinction. Tuso Desre Siomi. Chancellor, I'm honored to request you to confer the degree Master of Philosophy on the following candidates. Bridget Nokubonga Lukele. Batandwa Mgomeni. Khetukutula Mudiba. Andile Matalani Ramatsoma. Thank you. Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Theophilus Kofi Ayamful, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled A Blockchain Technology Adoption Framework for the Cocoa Supply Chain in Ghana, prepared under the supervision of Professor Clinton Agbaboa and Dr. Mushawana Namadi. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidates developed a blockchain technology adoption framework designed to enhance Ghana's cocoa supply chain management. Based on a comprehensive literature review and quantitative research approach, the framework was formulated and validated through a survey of stakeholders. Key determinants identified in his research include strong top management support, effective supply chain integration, and supportive government policies. The study conceptualizes and validates the blockchain framework for the cocoa sector in Ghana, addressing crucial issues such as operational inefficiencies, limited transparency, and traceability difficulties. The research offers a proactive approach to enhancing operational efficiency, sustainability, and ethical sourcing practices within the cocoa industry. The developed framework significantly contributes to improved economic growth and ethical standards in Ghana's cocoa supply chain. The thesis provides practical insights and actionable strategies that promises to drive sustainable economic growth and ethical improvement in the Ghanaian's cocoa industry. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Theophilus Kofi Anyanful.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Serge Balonji, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Mechanical Engineering, with a thesis entitled Prediction Analysis of Surface Roughness of Aluminium AL6061 in an end milling computer numerical control machine using soft computing, prepared under the supervision of Professor Lagouche Tatibu and co-supervised by Dr. Okupuche. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, in his work, the candidate has considered 6 different approaches to develop machine learning models and analyze the prediction performance of surface roughness of blocks of aluminum machined on CNC end milling. These are algorithms named artificial neural network, adaptive neurofuzzy inference systems, artificial neural networks coupled with particle swarm optimization, artificial neural network coupled with a genetic algorithm, MFIS coupled with PSO, and MFIS coupled with GA. The present study reveals that an adjustment of hyperparameters alters the model robustness. So the effectiveness of the model being trained is heavily influenced by hyperparameters while highlighting the impact of the quality of the model being trained. Through all the models have exhibited relatively high memorization capability as suggested by the regression values. The MFIS GA models has yielded the best result. Serge Balonji has developed new soft computing models for predicting surface roughness, providing guidance on the impact of the hyperparameters on the performance of soft computing models, and proposed new approaches to enhance the prediction performance of the models. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Mechanical Engineering on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering on Serge Balonji.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Ja Afan Olaitan Lowani, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled Development of a Total Quality Management Model for Quality and Performance Enhancement in Higher Education Institutions, prepared under the supervision of Professor Anup Pradhan and co-supervised by Prof. Sukhdeo. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, higher education institutions, or HEIs, in many developing nations, including Nigeria, face significant challenges in achieving high performance due to economic and technological limitations. A major issue is the absence of empirical research and structured models for improving HEI's performance. To bridge this gap, the candidate study developed a total quality management performance enhancement, or TQM-PM model, in HEIs to enhance institutional performance through leadership style, employee engagement, decision-making, strategic planning, process management, and team building. The study highlights the urgent need for a structured total quality management framework to meet accreditation standards, satisfy stakeholders, and improve the societal value of higher education. The TQM-PM model establishes the influence of an organizational performance enhancement policy and provides indicators that will be a baseline for enhancing performance in the HEI sector of developing countries. The model is recommended for use by organizations and government agencies that seek to enhance HEI's performance. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Jafar Olaiton Lawani.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Linda Malifete, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled A Framework for the Implementation of Digitalization for the South African Insurance Industry, prepared under the supervision of Professor Aibagboa and Dr. Adingule. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidates developed a framework for implementing digitalization in the South African insurance industry. This framework, derived from an extensive literature review and validated through the DEFI technique and structural equation modeling, identifies 7 critical factors influencing digital transformation in the South African insurance industry: behavioral intention, perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, organizational capabilities, strategic workforce planning, market orientation, and digital transformation strategies. The framework provides actionable insights to help the insurance industry effectively embrace digital transformation, and at the same time, addressing challenges such as inefficiencies in traditional premium calculations and financial risk due to non-disclosure of medical information. The study bridges theory and practice, offering innovative solutions to enhance operational efficiency, customer retention, and revenue growth in the insurance industry. The study contributes to advance the understanding of digital transformation within the insurance sector, ensuring its relevance and competitiveness in a rapidly evolving global landscape. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
Thank you. Oops, Daisy, just give me a moment. By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Linda Malifete.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Ngube Eva Masetro, who have complied with all the requirements of the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled framework to enhance service delivery in selected communities within the Gauteng province in South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Innocent Edun and Prof. Sukdeo. I now request the supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidate's doctoral thesis investigated the service delivery challenges in the Gauteng province, identified service delivery plans, policies, and strategies that exist in the Gauteng local government. Also designed a more functional, comprehensive, and implementable framework to enhance service delivery in communities within the Gauteng province and South Africa as a whole. This was achieved by understanding the history of local government in the Republic of South Africa from 1652 to date, analyzing the legislative frameworks that govern South African local government, interrogating the existing theories of local government, and identifying reputable theories that underpinned this research. Predicated on empirical investigations, the study followed the guiding principles of both qualitative and quantitative research approaches. These algorithms pinpointed critical areas of improvement, which the thesis has now discussed. The research has also yielded 2 conference papers which were peer-reviewed and presented at the 7th European Industrial Engineering and Operations Management Conference, which was held in Munich, Germany in July 2024. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer a degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Nkube Eva Masitlwa.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Mutsi Efri Matakala, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Mechanical Engineering with a thesis entitled Dynamic Modeling of the Water Supply Pumping System in Rural Communities, prepared under the supervision of Professor Darami Kalon and co-supervised by Dr. Ngube. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, this study by Matdakala focused on developing empirical models of water supply for rural communities around South Africa. The study areas selected were rural Limpopo and Mpumalanga provinces. Empirical models were developed to determine the nature and causes of water challenges in the study areas through systems dynamics and system analysis approaches. These methodologies were implemented using Vensim and EPANET respectively to understand cause and effect relationships, policy decisions, and feedback in solving water management problems in the rural areas of the 2 selected provinces. It was observed that designing and management of entirely new water distribution networks or expanding existing ones will optimize water potable supply to delivery to these communities. Building on this finding, a model of potable water supply was developed for rural households in areas accessed on site from gray water, which is underground water, blue water, surface water, and green water found in the atmosphere, and supplied to selected households in Northeast Limpopo province. To predict the amount of required water per day per household
a mathematical irrigation model was developed and tested. The results of water sampling analysis at the CSIR in Pretoria and irrigation modeling presented seminal outcomes to serve as policy guardians to the government of South Africa and to rural municipalities in designing and managing scarce water resources to their communities. Chancellor.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Mechanical Engineering on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering on Motsi Ifri Matlakala.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Kuzai Mbowa, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management with a thesis entitled A Customer Satisfaction Model for Regional Transportation in Southern Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Aibaboa and Professor Pradhan. I now request the supervisor to read out abstract of the study.
Chancellor, in her doctoral study, this candidate developed a passenger satisfaction model for regional transportation in Southern Africa, providing a theoretical and empirical framework to enhance public transportation efficiency. Grounded in an extensive review of existing literature, the model integrates 7 factors influencing passenger satisfaction: comfort, convenience, information availability, safety and security, transport company personnel, border management, and the integration of digital technologies. To validate this model, the candidate employed structural equation modeling and subsequently conducted confirmatory factor analysis to ensure its robustness and applicability. The research did not only identify key determinants of passenger experience, but also offers a structural approach to optimizing regional transport services. By presenting a systematic framework for policymakers and transport operators, the study contributes to improving service quality, operational efficiency, and overall passenger experience in Southern Africa's regional transport network. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Gudzai Mboa.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Mama Shita Paulina Modise, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled Framework for Assessing Service Quality and its Impact on Customer Satisfaction in South African Facilities Management Company, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Innocent Edun and Dr. Chawalal. I now request the co-supervisor to read out the abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the findings of the study reveal that the South African facility management sector is still lacking in terms of maximizing the use of technology. This included Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and the adoption of data that influences decision-making. Other factors that were found that affected the sector included business responsiveness to customer, evolving needs, inadequate budgets, lack of maintenance plan, and the underestimation of the facility management role. Based on this, a framework for measuring workplace facility management service quality was then developed using the lens of the customer. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Mamashita Paulina Modise. Congratulations.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Ntonano Ephraim Mueti, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management with a thesis entitled A Productivity Management Framework for Small and Medium-Sized Manufacturing Enterprise in South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Aiba Boa and Dr. Baba Funde. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidate developed a productivity management framework tailored for small and medium enterprises in the manufacturing industry in South Africa. The study used multivariate statistical techniques to analyze the collected primary data, resulting in the creation of a conceptual integrated productivity management framework. This framework was constructed based on theories identified through an extensive literature review. The findings from the study revealed interdependent relationships among latent variables within the exogenous constructs, significantly predicting the outcomes of productivity management in SMMEs. The integrated productivity management framework provides a comprehensive guide for enhancing productivity within South Africa's manufacturing industry. Furthermore, the framework recommends the adoption of both the privately owned and government-owned SMMEs seeking to improve their productivity and competitiveness. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Ntwanano Ephraim Moeti.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Kanakana Ernest Mutenda, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management with a thesis entitled An Integrated Framework for Green Public Procurement Adoption in South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Aiba Boa and Professor Sukdeo. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidate's doctoral research was focused on developing an integrated framework for green public procurement adoption in South Africa. The study employed a quantitative research design, gathering insights from a broad range of stakeholders across multiple spheres of government. Using structural equation modeling, the candidate developed and validated a framework integrating 6 constructs: policy and regulatory frameworks, national action plans, education and training, eco-labeling, knowledge hubs, and multi-stakeholders forums. The framework addresses systemic barriers to green public procurement implementation and provides practical guidance for aligning procurement practices with environmental sustainability goals. The study significantly contributes to the public sector's capacity to advance green procurement practices in developing countries, offering a roadmap for institutional transformation and policy development. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Kanakana Ernest Mutenda. Congratulations, Doctor. Very well done.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting EP Nimotsi Badi, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management, with a thesis entitled Development of a Framework to Minimize Inventory Losses of Medication in Gauteng Medical Supply Depot, prepared under the supervision of Professor Edun and Professor Mushavadamadi. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, her doctoral research focuses on the development of a framework to minimize medication inventory losses at medical supply depot in South Africa. This study addresses critical healthcare logistic issues such as inefficiencies, technological gaps, and inventory inaccuracies and impact medication availability. Using a mixed method approach with 132 respondents and 15 stakeholders, her findings highlights the importance of technological infrastructure and other picking processes in reducing inventory loss. The research proposes a practical framework incorporating enterprise resources planning, warehouse management system, radio frequency identification technologies, and targeted training to enhance inventory accuracy within budget-constrained healthcare environment. Her work contributes significantly to the field of operation management and offers scalable, sustainable solutions to improve public healthcare logistics in South Africa and similar contexts. The candidate managed to submit 2 articles that in DHET accredited journals.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Ifi Nemudzavadi.
Chancellor, I have the honor of presenting Tankiso Pel Putsisi, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management with a thesis entitled A Customer-Centered Satisfaction Model for the South African Hospitality Industry, prepared under the supervision of Professor Aiba Boa and Dr. Baba Tunde. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor, the candidate developed a customer-centered satisfaction model for the South African hospitality industry. The study used structural equation modeling using EQS software to analyze the primary data collected. The results were further validated through confirmatory factor analysis. The findings reveal that 6 latent variables: service quality, employee commitment, perceived value pricing, customer expectation, employee education and training, and digitalization significantly influence customer satisfaction within the South African hospitality industry. The major contribution of the study is the development of a customer satisfaction model applicable to hospitality industries in South Africa and other developing countries. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Tankiso Pearl Butisi.
Chancellor, I have an honor of presenting Asa Latati Tau, who has complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Operations Management with a thesis entitled Integrated Framework for Decarbonization in a Cement Manufacturing Plant in South Africa, prepared under the supervision of Professor Innocent Edun and Professor A. Pradhan. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor. In his doctoral study, Asa Letsatsi Tau explored developing an integrated framework for decarbonization in a cement manufacturing plant of South Africa. The study explored various strategies to reduce carbon dioxide emission in a cement plant, such as raw material alteration, digitalization, carbon tax policy implementation, and re-engineering. Mixed method research design was adopted to solicit primary data in a cement plant. The study revealed that decarbonization in a cement plant can be achieved through raw material alteration, equipment upgrade, digitalization, and carbon tax. An integrated framework for decarbonization in cement manufacturing was developed through integration of the findings. The research produced 10 articles published in reputable international conferences and prepared 3 articles submitted in DHT accredited journal.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Operations Management on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Operations Management on Asa Letsatsi Tau.
Chancellor, I have an honor of presenting Uche Festus Uadia, who have complied with all the requirements for the degree PhD in Quality Engineering, with the thesis entitled Quality Management Framework for Products and Services Delivered in South African Manufacturing Industry, prepared under the supervision of Dr. Innocent Edun and Professor A. Pradhan. I now request the supervisor to read out an abstract of the study.
Chancellor. In his doctoral study, Mr. Uadia Uche Festus explored developing a quality management framework for products and services delivery in the manufacturing industry in South Africa. This study aims to develop a quality management framework tailored for effective delivery of products and services in the South African manufacturing industry, with a view to achieving quality performance of employees, organization, and customer satisfaction on services and products delivered in the said industry. A quantitative research approach was adopted utilizing a well-structured questionnaire for collection of primary data from the manufacturing industry. The findings emphasized the need for management commitment, good relationship among employees, and information sharing among workers to ensure the effective application of quality management. This study contributes to the existing body of knowledge by developing a tailored quality management framework for the South African manufacturing sector. The research produced 7 articles, in which 4 have been published in a reputable international conference and 3 have been submitted for publication. Thank you.
Chancellor, I now request you to confer the degree PhD in Quality Engineering on this candidate.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I now confer the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Quality Engineering on Uche Festus Uwadia.
Sure! The graduates have spoken. Let's give them another one. Graduates! I'll go on and go on the graduates. Sure! I'm not and take it. Not and take it.